Well, we've been following the Love, Sweat, and Gear cycling team for months, and now they're in the biggest race of the year, the Race Across America. And right now they're navigating mountainous terrain with spotty cell service. So we're checking in live via Zoom with Coach Julie. Hi, Julie. It's so good to see you.
Hi, good to see you too.
Well, you know how excited we've been to learn about these fantastic girls and really live vicariously through them. Where is the team right now?
Right now they're in eastern Colorado, so around the Kim Walsh area. They're approaching the Kansas border. So they've gone from Oceanside, California through Arizona, part of Utah, Colorado, and they're on their way to Kansas.
Oh my goodness. Now, a lot of people at home may not know all the work that this takes. We've been following them, and I just can't believe how this is done. Now, what is the Race Across America's route? What else do they have left?
Well, they go through 12 states overall. So they're up to Kansas. They'll go through Missouri, Ohio, parts of New England. They'll end up in Maryland. They have to go through the Adirondacks. They have to go through some very, very hilly areas in Ohio and end up in Maryland.
And I mean, they have to undergo climate changes. The weather probably changes from state to state. The team though races 24/7, right? And that's where I find this to be really incredible. No matter the situation, these girls are going to keep going.
Yeah, no kidding. No matter what happens, they just keep going.
How do they prepare for that, Coach?
Well, they've done a lot of riding at different times of day. They've done multiple rides in a day. They've done different lengths of rides. They've done some interval training where they'll trade off with each other, or they'll do longer, 4, 5, 6 hours at a time. It has to be a variety of training because they race in a variety of conditions.
Yes, they do, and they have to be ready for all that. Now, what would you say has been the most challenging part for the racers so far in this race?
In this race, they've had to deal with some fires, and the fires have all been under control. It's not the fire itself, it's the smoke. So the smoke has been really tough. They've had to ferry around some of that. And by ferry, I mean get in a car that will take them past the worst parts. But, you know, we've all experienced smoke in Colorado from some other state, and you can't completely get rid of it, right? So you have to
You just have to keep trekking right through that. Well, how is your standing?
Right now, they're the first place women's team.
Oh my gosh, look at them. That is so exciting. Now, how do the racers pass the time when they're not in the saddle? When do they sleep? Oh my gosh, I'm just so curious as to how this works.
Well, they're really a well-oiled machine. So the minute they get off their bikes, they go into an RV and they have food, they take a shower, and they lay down and rest until it's their turn to go again. So they get about 4 hours between their shifts, and it's just boom, boom, boom. There's no looking at your phone. There's nothing. It's just get into bed as fast as you can.
Definitely. And they're probably exhausted, and they're probably all very good friends too. Talk about the support crew and what they're doing.
So the support crew, they could not do this race without the support crew. We've got 11 people, 4 for each vehicle and 3 in the RV. And the support crew makes sure that they stay safe. They make sure that they're on the right course. It's really, believe it or not, easy to get lost in 3,000 miles. So they are making sure that they're on course. They have to call into the time stations. There's time stations along the way to document that they're where they should be and not going off course or taking a shortcut or anything like that. They prepare all the food. They make sure the racers are fed and rested. They do their laundry.
Wow.
They do whatever it takes to make sure that they're comfortable and riding their best.
Absolutely. That is an important job right there. Now, Coach, you've worked with the girls a lot. You've gotten to know them. You've gotten to really prepare them for this journey. What does this race mean to the racers?
This is a huge goal for them. And as you know, they tried to do this back in 2021, and one of their members had a pretty horrific accident. So it's taken her 2 years to recover and come back and get back to the level where she can ride at this level. and her friends stuck with her. They trained with her. They got her over the rough spots. But even beyond that, it's just been a huge goal for the last 2 years. And for them to be able to race at their best and to complete it really means a lot, and to support their cause, which is adaptive adventures. So they've put a lot of work into this.
There is so much to learn from this amazing group of ladies. Coach, thank you so much for joining us today. We are rooting for the girls, and we will be here waiting to hear when they finally cross that finish line. Best of luck to you and them.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Okay, and here's some info for you and how you can show support of the Love, Sweat, and Gears team as they race across America. Remember, they're on their road right now, racing as we speak. Learn more and follow the race online, lovesweatandgears.net.